our workbook, we're going to talk to you about the tools. And then in here, you've got some brainstorming sheets. I would love for you in the brainstorming sheets to look at them and say, what can I do to focus on my people? Who is my person? Do I know who they are? What place am I going to show up in? How am I going to show up in that place? I only want to focus on one of those to start. So I'm going to focus starting on my profile. So in this class, while Rachel's talking, giving examples about groups or giving examples about pages, I'm going to take what she's saying about how to optimize, and I'm going to apply that to my profile because that's where I'm going to start attracting my people. So start with your one place at a time. Now, those of you like Margaret, I think, oh my word, my name is just Margarita. Margarita, she's everywhere. So she's just going to work on fixing one of her places this time because she's already done this once. She's done this 3 times. She's done this 4 times. She's an expert in the places. She's going to pick one that she's going to focus on improving for this 6 weeks, because if she focuses on improving one, she knows it's going to trickle down and all of the rest of them will be improved at the same time. And so guys, get the workbook and go through the page here where we talk about the 4 Ps and get started on your perfect person, your perfect place. I also want you to talk about what product you're going to sell, because your product is going to determine how you're going to come across to your audience, right? What you're going to sell to your audience. If you don't have a problem that you're solving for them, then it's going to be really hard to talk about a product and talk about solutions that you can bring and a transformation you can bring to your customers' lives. When you're done with that, the next one we have for you is our perfect people. This next workbook page, we're going to talk to you about how to snoop your audience. Once you know where you're going to be, you now need to find out what your people are doing. So I'm going to open up my page right here and show you guys. We're going to want you to do a little bit of snooping. This is my feed of Facebook, and I'm going to optimize my profile for my people. You can see here we've got a cover, I've got a profile picture, I've got an introduction, I've got expertise proof, I've got a post. All of these things tell people something about who I am and who I want to show up in the world as. I want you to look at your things and then look at your people. So I'm going to go through and see, okay, here's April. She's actually on with me right now. I can open up her feed. She's one of my perfect people. I love her. She's super encouraging. She sends more people to me. She gets results. I adore this woman. Like literally, I want to hang out with her in real life. So I want to go in here and say, okay, she's perfect for me. What does she do? I can go in here though, and I can see what does she like. If she likes acupuncture, I'm probably going to want to know a little bit about what acupuncture is. If she likes girlfriend getaways, I probably want to know what that's about too. I wanted secondhand lines. Ooh, I want to see what kind of things does she engage with, because I'm going to want to be present where she's present. I'm going to go back to my profile, and you're going to go through and you're going to scope on your people and say, what do they love? Who are they like? You're going to want to find the influencers they're following. You're going to want to put 10 things, 10 people they are following that are relevant to you and to your niche. You're going to want to put 10 pages they're following. So one is influencers and people, one is pages that they're following. What other businesses attract them? You're going to want to say, what groups are they part of? If you can't find, like I showed you guys some of the people and I showed you searching for them, another thing you can do is type in your niche topic into Facebook. Whoops, there we go. I can go up here and I can say business growth. And I can type that into Facebook and then ask Facebook, find me people to follow. Find me in pages, places to follow, pages to follow. Find me groups to follow. And then join them so you can start meeting and finding your perfect people. So like I said, this workbook here, we've got homework for you of finding where your perfect people are. And that happens by snooping. Snooping with who you currently got following you. What do they like? What do they engage with? What groups are they in? And then snooping using the search terms and the tools that Facebook provides for us. Do the same thing on Instagram. Now, why do we do this with Facebook and Instagram? Facebook and Instagram are actually the same platform. Meta owns both. And what runs the back end of Facebook and Instagram is Lightning. It's what causes the news rank feeding. It's basically the engine system that runs all of the back end. And it's the same back end for both places. It has the audience as the same. It's got this. So how many of you guys have noticed this where you're on Instagram and they tell you to go to Threads? Or you're on Facebook and they show you a reel on Instagram? That's the same system. The reason why it's cross-pollinating is they know you're the same as that follower that's on Instagram, that this person who posted on Instagram, you're their follower, but you're just engaging with the content on Facebook. So they're just going to give it to you on Facebook because you showed up on Facebook. And likewise, they'll put the same post on Instagram if you're doing well on Instagram. Okay, guys, has this been fun for our first business school class? I'm so grateful and excited to have you guys here.